Hi everyone, I wanted to do a short video of how I've been updating my listings to try to get some old inventory sold. I went over a little bit of this in my last what sold video, but I'm just going to go over this again for those of you who might not have seen that. So I have started by going to Flyp all of my inventory and I sort by oldest created. So it's going to start at the oldest listings that I have on Flyp. And as you can see down here, I'm on page 25. So I've done this for 24 pages of items so far. And I have this, I'm trying to find where the Oh, down here, 10 items per page. If you wanted to do more, you could, but I think 10 is very manageable, and I try to do one page a day. And so that means I've done 240 items so far. So that's awesome. And like I said, 10 just seems to be pretty manageable. And I think that because that I'm delisting and relisting 10 items every day, that makes it appear like it's 10 new items on all of the platforms, so it keeps me like current and active on there. This is the one that I did in the what sold video, so I'm going to start with this dress here, and I just right click and open them in a new tab. I did these two already before I started the video. I'm just going to open these. And I kind of keep it towards what I can see on my screen at a time. So we will go to this dress and you'll see here, this is whited out in the background, which is fine. It does look better than the cluttered background that was on there originally, but this is kind of like, this is like an older style of what I'd done. It's just using this remove background tool and it makes it completely white. I will say that this is pretty nice that it shows that shadow because it makes it a little less AI generated looking. But what I've been doing is bringing the brightness, and I've noticed taking it down to about 90 from 100 makes it just appear like it's more on a white wall. It seems a little more natural as far as lighting and everything goes. And then I apply that. This happens to have the back of the dress whited out as well. And then I just kind of go through, make sure all of the pictures are in order. Sometimes on some of my older listings, the pictures seem kind of, I don't know what I was thinking with how I uploaded them. And then if you see anything that needs to get rotated or whatever, just go ahead and do that. And then I make sure the title looks good. Vintage tie, original denim midi dress. Yep. And then for some reason, I used to like start my listings with cute. I don't know why. That's dumb. And I wouldn't suggest doing that. I've been starting them now with like women's or men's. I don't know if that helps at all, but it's just, I don't know. I just started adding that. Women's long denim. We're going to add midi in here. It's in the title, but I just want to include it again in the description. And then I don't like how this is worded, gives teacher vibes for sure. I think I wanted to add teacher, but I did put teacher core down here. I think that should be fine. Women's long denim midi dress with pocket size 10. And here are my style profile keywords, vintage 90s, teacher core, modest, 100% cotton, pockets. And conditions good. Okay. I probably could come up with a little bit more here, but I think that's fine. And I'm going to up this to 25. Sometimes some of these items I've been decreasing the price, but for that I think we might be able to get 25 for that. I could see this looking really cute in the fall. So we're gonna do 25. All right. So I saved it, and as you can see up here, it says it successfully saved. And then I go back to this page and click delist and relist. And it already has those selected for me. Let me move my face. And you can see here that it does it. And while it does that, I will go to the next item and I start on that. Let's go through this really quickly so everybody can see again. And sometimes, I wonder why I didn't use that. Maybe because it wasn't very crisp. So these look good. I've been deleting, like if there's two pictures of the cover photo, then I'll delete one of them. That looks good. Usually I do measurements towards the end. I swear I've gotten so many people asking me, and then it becomes a second nature. You can just do it really quickly. I've been getting so many people asking me lately what the measurements are, and I swear no one is paying attention to the photos. $59. I'm just gonna go down to 15 because it's fall right now, and I don't really think that. And see, this is already done. So then I just delist and relist this one, and I work on the next ones. But I swear so many people have been asking me for measurements. It's like no one's looking at the pictures. Kind of frustrating, but then you could just say, oh, it's right there in the picture number 5 or whatever. Okay, let's do this last one. But I try not to be snarky or anything. There's some people who get really rude. I actually saw someone on Facebook the other day that had been really rude to one of her customers, and she posted it in one of the Facebook groups I'm in, kind of looking for like validation. And a lot of people didn't really agree with how she was, and they were like, wow, that gives us a really bad name as sellers. And yeah, I try not to do that. So, as hard as it is sometimes not to be like, did you even look at the description? Did you even look at the pictures? Don't do that. Could definitely make you lose out on a sale. Right. And then I just got these last three. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing for the last few weeks. And it's a good way to just make some old items look new again, bring some new eyes to them, and just update them, make sure that your old items are consistent with how your new items are listed in your store. And I've already been seeing some sales from that doing this. So I think it's just a really easy thing to do, especially if you don't have, maybe you don't have any new inventory to list, or if you don't have time to be photographing and listing new items. This is just a way that you can get um, some engagement in your store and show that you're being active. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if it works out for you on if you're using Flyp or any of the other cross-posting sites you might be using. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.